D. Wood is a passionate Laker fan. So here's the deal. I know you still believe. I know you still think they're going to win this series. Here's our camera right over here. I want you to tell LeBron and AD and all the Laker fans out there how it is they're going to come back, stun the world, and win 4 out of 5 and win this series.
It's over.
Oh, no.
Man, it hurts me so bad as a Lakers fan to say it's over, but it's over in this series. And here's why, in my opinion. Game 1, we know that D'Lo didn't play great. They lost the game. Game 2, LeBron plays great. AD was a monster, although he only got 1 shot in the fourth quarter. D'Lo played great, and we still lost. When the Lakers were up 20, that game never felt like it was going to run away. I was just waiting for the Denver Nuggets to make a run, and they did. Because Jamal Murray wasn't doing anything. Jamal Murray wasn't even doing anything, and you just felt you felt like there was a tide, like a tsunami coming from the Denver Nuggets, and that's exactly what happened. They chipped away, and then all of a sudden, it was gone.
They're the best team in basketball, and when you were watching during the season as OKC is making a run, the Minnesota Timberwolves before Cat is injured, you were just sitting around saying, okay, when will the Denver Nuggets turn it on? And the best teams turn it on in the second half. They turn it on in the fourth quarter. And you listen to Wendy talk about the point differential in the second half. It's because the Denver Nuggets decided it was time to play winning basketball, and the Lakers.
But you know what? I want to ask Legs about this when you talk about the point differential in the second half. Like in football, when we talk about in-game adjustments, that's coaching. So I want to ask, like,
you trying to find Darvin Ham?
Well, no, like, is there like that much of a disparity as far as coaching? Because when I hear that type of advantage in the second half, the first thing I'm thinking, okay, Mike Malone is just out coaching Darvin Ham, particularly as far as making second half adjustments in the series.
It's a valid point, but there's a bigger point to it. It's the CPU between Nikola Jokic's ears. First half, he kind of feels it out. He figures out how he's going to be able to attack them in the second half. And in this particular game, he said, I'm going to go into the post and work Anthony Davis. Now, when it's a 20-point lead, you're Darvin Ham, stay home with the three-point shooters. Mm-hmm. I get that, because that's how you erase a big lead. Once that thing got under single digits, and he's doing whatever he wants down there, at some point, you've got to say to yourself, KCP, have one. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, whoever, somebody has to make a three-point shot. We cannot allow Jokic to operate. So for me, it's more than the coaching. It's Nikola Jokic's inability to be affected by anything.
But here's my thing. AD was giving Jokic that work. But in the fourth quarter, he only had 1 shot.
They went away from the two-man game inexplicably, because Denver didn't have an answer for that.
They moved Jokic off of AD, though, at some point.
They switched their personnel, but they completely went away from that action. AD was getting whatever he wanted. I agree with that. That's a valid point. And still haven't heard an explanation.
They're going to be at home
from the Lakers.
Can I point out one other thing? And Wendy, I'll let you make this point. Another thing that happens later in games is that older players get tired, and LeBron James is as brilliant as he is. He's 39 years old. And Anthony Davis, who sometimes seems older than he actually is, has the impossible task of banging with Nikola Jokic all night. I have to think that's a factor in the second half, too.
Yeah, LeBron did miss 7 shots in the restricted area the other night. I haven't seen that too often in his career, and that could have been affected by his legs. I do think, though, the Lakers got outmaneuvered. Michael Malone just made a very simple personnel move, switching Aaron Gordon on to Anthony Davis, and they scored 68 points in the first 26 minutes, and they scored 31 points in the last 22 minutes after that switch. They didn't have an adjustment. Anthony Davis stood in the corner. I've never seen him hotter in a game than I did. The Lakers fans and players should be frustrated. This series is not 1-1.
All right, and so instead they go home, for all intents and purposes, playing for their season tomorrow night. You're going to be all right?
What, they going home and stay home.
No, man. Like,
wasn't the pep talk they were looking for?
No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything for you. I don't have any pep talk for you.
Listen, I haven't seen him like this since that Monday night at my house when Aaron Rodgers went down in the fourth play.
If you get LeBron great on a night, AD great on a night, and a third guy great on the same night, and you have a 20-point lead, and you still can't win that game, I understand where he's coming from.
That's where we stand.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Keep them going, try to wear, pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's 88 over here,